This
I haven't
is
seen
the
it like that.
Madden Championship Series from USAA Stadium.
No, Xerxes.
As the official salute to service partner of Madden and the NFL, USAA is proud to serve the military community and their families. Good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. You know, partner, fantasy football doesn't take into account the guys close to the football, the guys at the line of scrimmage. This is one where our eyes are going to be focused on that battle in the trenches all game long.
Mike, it doesn't matter if it's Pee-wee football, middle school football, or NFL football. You can only do offensively what your offensive line allows you to do. And I think that's exactly the case for both of these teams here today. They are going to win or lose based on the ability of gaining an advantage in the offense and defensive line. So I think we're going to see downhill run game. I think we're going to see play action pass. And the team that's able to impose their will up front along the trenches, I think that's going to be the team that finds himself at the end of this one coming out with the win.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Allen. Going to get that complete. Jacoby Myers. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. They get 24 on that one. First down, Buffalo.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. A big play there on 4th down. Good for an even 20. This has been a solid opening drive. Knocking on the door. 1st and goal. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Henley. And the Bills are going to get possession here.
He's always in the right spot, right time.
Opening drive turnover.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
On the ground, here's the Clemson product, Travis Etienne. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Shuck. Open man. That's the tight end, Hunter Henry. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs. Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
They'll go, and here's Shuck. That's taken in, and he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game. They convert on 4th down. 1st down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard
The air again is Shuck.
Could be.
Throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by their rookie linebacker.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and
Offensive
downs.
line isn't even that
Once in a
good
while, they're
after,
just
like,
not going to see the
mid-80s.
coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll run the toss to Jacobs. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. And that is incomplete. Jacoby Myers was the intended target. And now it's 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
It's a turnover on downs.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
60 Eagle.
The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So a turnover-filled first quarter has come to an end. What will the second quarter have in store? Back with more Madden Ultimate Team after this. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Off the play fake. Here's Shuck. Oh, a teardrop throw there off his back foot. It's complete. It's the first time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
I love this call. My defense is thinking run here. It's 2nd and short, so they go with play action. Leads to an easy 1st down. Really well done.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. 18 Pioneer.
Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Yards to go.
Looking to throw. Here is Shuck. He's got it at about the 8. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Throwing on 2nd down, Shuck. To the left side, it is caught by Myers. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Greg and I continue in just a moment. Play 7 of the drive coming up, and it's 3rd and goal. Chuck. That is caught.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
They'll indeed go, and it is shot. And this is caught. Wow, the decision to go pays off.
That's an Aguka.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Throwing now, Allen here on 1st down. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down. They'll run it to the right here with Jacobs. Down the sideline, past the 40. Rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
That ties the game at 7.
Wow.
Evan McPherson set to
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Shuck. That's going to be incomplete.
Dude, he could have had that.
That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a
It was in his hands, he fucking threw it
passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Oh yeah. That's my guy, dude. Oh.
1st and 10.
I don't fuck around. Find something that works and I stick with it.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
On the handoff, it's ETN.
Oh,
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Chuck to throw on second down. That one out of the reach.
tell me that wasn't
The
pass
receiver's
interference, dude.
outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Parker Washington was
That
the
was pass
intended
interference.
receiver.
Like a mother.
Third down coming up.
Ready? Let's go.
To throw is Shuck. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. And it sets up fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike.
Quite
It
a
just
bit.
seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions,
It's
they've
4
already
yards
turned the
anyways,
ball
yeah.
over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Now Shuck.
You
That's going
bitch.
to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it
Tell
on
me a
fourth
good
and long.
business,
It was a
nigga.
big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Is a turnover on down.
Oh, this game is a nick.
They go play action now. Here's Allen. That's brought in by Myers. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Running is Jacobs. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. To the air on second down. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted.
Same guy.
And
Same
the
spot.
Bills are going to take possession.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Looking to throw on first down. Here's Shuck. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6
Just a little
left
bit.
on the second quarter clock.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
What? Timeout. Yeah.
Shuck looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one go, looking for Myers. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. A touchdown apiece, 7-7 the score as we begin half number 2. Now return coming from the 7. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he gets this one past the 30.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
I had a defender draped all
That's
over him. Incomplete. Good
Whatever.
work to body him up
Whatever it
and
is.
set up a third down.
Start calling you the new Chiefs.
Throwing is shot. That's third time tonight he's been
was that
intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
See what Mahomes gets you, dude.
At the 32-yard line.
Now give to Jacobs. He'll run right. And good blocking up front, paving the way
Let's
for
see
a
what
gain
Mahomes
of
gets.
8 on the ground. From the 23, here's second down and a yard.
At the 23-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Allen.
Oh,
Samuel
where the
has
fuck
it
is my
working in the middle. And he will get into the end zone.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
check that. There should be somewhere on his house. I think.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Ready? Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On first down, Shuck. Short pass caught by Henry, the tight end. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 79.
Here is Shuck on first and 10. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Yard pickup. Brings up second and
From the
7.
44-yard line. Here's second down and 7. From the gun, it's Shuck. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Shoulda,
All
woulda.
things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
They'll go. And here's Shuck. That's going to be caught. And he is going to have the Bills' first down.
That's what I'm talking
Going to
about.
have it by plenty. Huge gainer on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
18
To the air is Shuck. Left side, he's got Henry. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And In this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game. Get him the ball, pick up the first down.
Looking middle, and he's got Myers. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
That's another Bills.
Okay.
So we are through 3. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
So not quite first and goal. It's
I forget it has
first
to go down.
and 10. They're pretty close.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
To the air again is shut. Pass caught right side by Henry. And he will power his
Easy
way
one, Henry.
into the end zone.
Easy one.
A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point
That
away
was,
from tying
that
the
was
game.
what?
That's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your
That was
best is
what?
needed.
That was
Can you come
easy.
through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. To the air once more. Shuck. And that's
Hey.
going to be
Hey.
incomplete. They took the
Hey.
shot, but it doesn't pan out. They'll remain down by 1 here in the fourth quarter. So it is back to a 1-point game now in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. Samuel, going to see what he can do.
Nothing.
He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. Play action. It's Allen. To the left side. It is caught by Myers. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
On these nuts.
Trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Joshing on these nuts.
Throwing on second down. It's Allen. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Henley. And he's going to be brought
Same
down.
guy, dude.
What a turn of events here. He has
Dude's fucking MVP, dude.
In the red zone.
Just a brutal
Nobody
mistake
else
there,
doing
Mike.
it.
I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring
Nobody
drive
else doing
together
that.
and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. That's swung out to ETN. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face second down and 7.
Brings up second and 7 at the 11-yard line.
Chuck. Left side, he's got Ibuka. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
Bills, first down.
Here we go. 18 cards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
18, Pioneer. Hup.
To throw is Shuck. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now
gotta
the
get
question
that
is,
too.
can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
19 tight. 19 tight. Check go.
Throwing again, Shuck. That's going to be caught.
Oh,
And a couple more points.
Cowboy.
And they
Let's.
add to their lead.
Bills 14,
So a big change here. They go from down 1, score the touchdown, add the 2. Now they lead by 7 as they kick it off. Samuel, going to see what he can do. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
We overtiming it again?
From the gun, here is Allen. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. But that one gives him a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Allen now on 2nd down. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it.
You didn't catch it.
And it brings up 3rd down.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that...
No chance at all. He'll go down. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Defense has to play smart, avoid a penalty on 4th and long. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Gotta let it slide. This will wind up a turnover on down.
I don't know, dude. All I do is favor.
They'll drop to throw. Louds another catch for his favorite target. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them
last
first
2 minutes
and goal.
Defense, definitely.
Looking to throw. Here is Shuck. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back.
Defense.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. The quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Last 3 minutes.
Chuck to throw on 2nd down. He pulls it in around the 5. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
He'll try and run with ETN. And he's not going to get in. Tackled at the line. It'll bring up 4th and goal.
That 3rd down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
Interesting decision. A field goal makes it a 2-score game. They're going to keep the hammer down and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll indeed go, and it is shut. That is incomplete.
Damn.
The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He gets it to Samuel, left side.
Keep going, Debo.
And he's going to be taken down at the 17-yard line. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it. Just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Allen going to throw on 1st and 10. Oh, a teardrop throw there off his back foot. It's complete. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. Stopping here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Oh, yeah.
Jacobs. And he
Right to his arms, dude.
down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time. Play action. Here's Allen. The coverage right there. And it's knocked away. Incomplete.
That should have been got.
In these critical moments of the game,
If it was 0, it would have been
turn
caught.
to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
It's a touchdown. They have gotten to within
Right.
one, and a two-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for 2, but my honest opinion is I don't even think there's a decision to be made. I'm keeping my offense on the field. We've practiced all week for our gotta-have-it 2-point play. Dial it up. Do not play for overtime. Win this game now in regulation.
That is incomplete.
You gotta practice on those.
Give them credit. They were going for the win, but it remains
Can't be so quick.
a 1-point deficit.
Can't be so quick on this. Take your time.
In need of a recovery and a quick field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for.
Here we go. Here we go.
All right, you ready?
Grab ball, ladies.
Looking to throw on first down. Here's Shuck. Short pass caught by Henry, the tight end. And they'll get him out.
Not a timeout.
What they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the Bills' 36-yard line.
From the gun, it's Shuck. That'll be incomplete.
Fucking
And now
get some
we
better
are down
gloves,
to
dude.
likely just one more play.
Incomplete.
3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Asshole. One for the books.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it.
It's close.
This one
Oh,
comes to an end.
that's a good one.
So it's a